Hey, how's everybody doing out there? This is the latest DeVeaux Speaks. This is December 9th. I'm sorry it's been so long waiting. I was originally planning to do it 2 a month, but things happen, things get busy. And plus it's so hard to recreate the great class conversations we had when it's just me and this webcam here. We've had some great talks about the historic victory of Barack Obama. I want to talk about that at a later time. Our men's conference at our school was fantastic. There's just so many things, but I think I'm going to focus this DeVeaux Speaks on dating. I'll be giving some dating advice to the young brothers at the school, and I just want to share that to any who needs advice on dating. You know, being a husband, being a father are very serious things. I think we take it much too lightly. But one of the examples I like to use for taking it lightly is I see a lot of the young men calling their girlfriends wifey. This commitment, at 15, 16, maybe as young as 14 years old, trying to be committed to one girl and calling her wifey, and already practicing cheating by having people on the side, as if you really should be committed to one person at 15. So let me sort of give you my advice. It goes like this. You need to date as many different people as possible so you can know what's the best fit, what's the best complement for you, so when you decide to get married, you have better your chances for having a lifelong marriage. This weird concept of, I'm going to find one girlfriend in my sophomore year of high school and stay with that person forever, I think is the wrong way to go. And it's probably why so many marriages are failing now, is that people don't have enough experience in dating or experiencing different types of people, so they don't know what's the best complement for them. It's like fruit. If someone asks you your favorite fruit, if all you ever tried were bananas and oranges, and that's all you ever had, then your favorite fruit would be one of those two. And you would choose one thinking it's your favorite, but the reality is you really haven't experienced a lot. So if all I gave you was orange and bananas and you picked one thinking that's your favorite, well, you never had apples, you never had strawberries, you never had cherries, you never had some grapes or pears. Hey, let's get exotic. Try some plums and some nectarines and peaches. By trying different fruits, then you can better assess which one is your favorite. Same thing with dating. You need to date as many people as possible, as girls possible, while you're young. Get it out of your system. So when you decide at 28, 29, 30 years old, you'll know exactly what you want, exactly what best complements you, and what you want to spend the rest of your life with. I just don't understand why people think they can date 2 or 3 people and then think they're going to choose a mate for the rest of their life. It's like only trying 2 pieces of fruit in your whole life and saying what's your favorite. The goal is, remember, I think we used the quote last year, just when we talk about angles that complement each other, angles that complement each other add up to 90 degrees, which is a right angle. But you need somebody to complement you to make you right. Our goal at our school is to make men, and a big part of manhood is the ability to be a husband. And it's really underscored, we're doing some talk about fatherhood, but I think maybe we're doing it out of order, because you shouldn't even think about fatherhood until you get down the art of being a husband, which is hard work. It's a work in progress. Every night when I pray, one of my prayers is that God helps me to be a better husband and father, because it's not an easy thing. Just like being a man, which is a constant work in progress, a constant journey, so is being a husband. So you want to have practice with it, but the time to practice is not when you're 14, 15 years old. That's the time to start dating and seeing what best complements you. There's too much drama going on with teenage, these love, I don't even know what you call it, it's not even love, but stressing each other out, stressed out about a girlfriend. Look, no one should be stressing you out at 15, 16. You're 34 and you're married, your wife stressed you out, you gotta work it out. If you're 15 and you're stressed out, just date somebody else. There's no commitment there. Now, let me be clear though, let me add in the last little bit. So I think when people hear date a bunch of coincides with sex to some people's mind. Mr. DeVeaux is not saying that at all. You need to limit your sex partners. You need to learn how to date people without having to go, into the realm of sexual activity. I'm talking about movies, dinner, walks in the park, walks in the zoo. I'm not talking about sleeping with as many people as possible. That's a huge problem. And if you're going to sleep with a girl, understand there's an emotional connection there. So, that's a totally different thing. So you got to be careful, and I would stay away from that. Matter of fact, as a rule of thumb, I really wouldn't engage in sexual activity with anyone less than a year. So let's just make it a year. Let that be your benchmark. Let 4 seasons go by. Make sure you see somebody winter, spring, summer, fall before you lay down with them. There's way too many diseases out there. We've shown you plenty of the color graphic images of diseased genitalia. You don't need to be running up in anybody you just met at a party or on some trip. And of course, we have a lot of, well, not a lot, but too many young brothers, fathering children when they're trying to figure out manhood for themselves. So when Mr. DeVeaux is talking about dating, I am not talking about sexual activity. I would leave that alone, dating, because that's a real emotional connection and bond, and you need to limit that. By limiting your sexual activity, you'll limit the amount of girls who are emotionally connected with you. That could cause some stress. You'll limit the chance of disease, which with the way diseases are running rampant, I can't see how you guys could even, this generation, you should be smart enough to know running up in people, especially going without protection. That's just insane. Matter of fact, that's stupid. Teachers, we're not supposed to tell kids stupid, but if you're having unprotected sex, you're stupid as a teenager, no doubt about it. And clearly, if you're not even a man yet, you're not ready to be a husband yet, so how could you possibly be a father? You're going completely out of order. So let's just bring it back to dating. I'm just saying this. You see your girl you like, you compliment her, go to the zoo, go to the park, go to a movie, talk to people, and get to see, after the physical thing, oh yeah, I like her, she got a fine body, she got a fat booty. Once you get that out the way, you actually talk to a person, then you can decide, is this a person I want to spend time with? After you do that for a year of talking with a person, well then maybe you might want to consider sexual activity. Now granted, your parents should be the one to tell you or talk with you exactly when that should be. But if your parents aren't giving you that advice, that's Mr. DeVeaux. Go 4 seasons with a person, and because people can hide and trick you, and you may think you're in love, because that's just lust or infatuation at first sight. But it'd be hard for someone to trick you and put on a mask for 4 seasons. Within 12 months, you'll get to see the real person, and then you can make a decision, is this a person you want to form an emotional connection with? So, I just wanted to put that out there. We're in an all-boys school, and I see the girls on the floor, and they're stressing some of you guys and stalking some of the young brothers and chasing them down. You're forming these emotional bonds and connections way too early, and you're limiting yourself in the young age in life by trying to be stuck with someone you want to call wifey, which is pretty much an insulting term. You're not married to them. I don't even know what the purpose is. It's a girlfriend at best. But don't limit yourself. Date as many people as possible. I know my man Pedro, who I've been teaching for 4 years, I know you like that idea of dating many women as possible. But mind you, Pedro, I'm not talking about sex here, I'm just talking about dating. But try as many fruits as possible. And then, and only then, will you be able to make an accurate assessment of which one's your favorite. Well, this is the latest for DeVeaux Speaks. I'll try to get some more up here over our Christmas break. Take care, peace, and be safe.